Let's try again. Okay, we're on to the Sicilian. Yeah, you were expecting me to go to d5. Yeah, that's what a sensible player would do. Okay, so he's playing the Bowdler attack. And he went, yeah. Huh, what's that about, I wonder? Hmm. You can give me a check here. I think it's queen. You take with the queen so your knight can come to c6. And then we're just going to develop. I have a slightly better center. It's it's not a horrible opening, but it doesn't lead to an advantage for white. And there are other openings that do, so it's not the best. At least it doesn't lose. So knight c6, rook to e8, and I'm in pretty good shape. I have better development than my opponent too. The knight was already unpinned, so this pin doesn't really do anything. I wonder if there's a way I could take advantage of knight to g5, huh? Let's kick the bishop once. Go here with the knight or here with the knight. Yeah, I want to get that. Well, now he can block here. Yeah, his king is pretty safe. I suppose we can advance on the queen side. I could also put a rook to the center. Probably a good idea. But I want to kick the knight while this pawn is still here. So it doesn't have a good square to go to, really. It has to go back here. He didn't want me to dislodge his knight, huh? Okay, he'd moved that knight. That's interesting. So I can threaten his rook. I guess he was trying to grab this pawn, but there's no place for the rook to go. And if he takes the pawn now, oh, 2 pieces for a rook. Yes, he can do that. He can. Okay, let's put the rook over here. So the key in this game is going to be how well can I take advantage of the rooks that I've got. Gonna double them. And I'm also gonna start playing on the light squares. So I'm going to chase the knight away and then put a rook here if he lets me. Can win a pawn here, it looks like. Yeah, I thought he was going to oppose me, but he did not. Queen has to go back. I can attack the knight and tie up his rook here. Anyway, the more the board opens up, the more the rooks have the advantage. Yeah, there's only two moves for his queen. Maybe three. Okay. So he says, take my pawn, please. I guess he didn't want to put his queen on the back row, which would have been his only alternative here. And I might have won that pawn anyway. So yeah, I was going to go here. That's my idea. Hit this knight. Protect my pawns. Protect my rook. Also attack his center pawn here. So now I can take this pawn. He can take my pawn, huh? Well, it'll be a trade. And I'll try and see if I can mobilize my pawn majority here. Ah, the queen. So if I take the queen, and take the pawn, I'll have a passed pawn. So I can advance the pawn by attacking his knight here. Not sure what that does. Oh, yeah, he can take my pawn. That's what it does. Okay, that was a mistake. Well, interesting endgame. So I can force this king out into the open. Okay, so this is pinned. So I can threaten to win that bishop. En passant. Okay, let's see. So if I take this pawn and he takes my rook, then I get a queen. So I can take the pawn. Then get these back over here. Let's see. Maybe maybe here to gain a tempo by hitting the knight. And attack this pawn. H3 pawn was also available. Okay, well, yeah, I was trying to get to it. That was my plan. Could have taken when the rook was at h1. So there's a check here. And then I can attack the bishop, pin the bishop. I have to be careful, huh? Okay, I can't, it's not pinned anymore, huh? How annoying is that? And he can go check, huh? Can force the knight to move, but do I really want to? Maybe check here. And then take the bishop. That's the way to do it. And check here, and then I'll be able to take the knight. Okay, let's see if he wants to keep on playing. He does. I'm just going to get a pawn here. Get a queen. Or checkmate him, depending on how he plays it. There we go. Got him. Got him, got him, got him. Boy, that was a little tricky, you know. I was fortunately he was lower on time than I was, but it took me a while to find that right combination. But you know, the two rooks against a rook and two minor pieces. Sometimes they have the advantage on an open board. Anyway, let's get somebody new. Back to e4, I think. Karakafan. Karakafan 88. Okay, he's playing a Sicilian. Good old Sicilian. Let's play the standard open Sicilian. Okay, he's playing with e6 instead of knight to f6. Can't play bishop d3 because the knight is hanging. I could take and then play bishop d3. I'll just develop the knight first. Maybe he'll go for the pin. Yeah, I'm not sure why he wants to do all of this. So I could put the knight here. He takes my bishop. I could play a check first and then take back, but that's not so great. Knight here hits the queen. That's the way you do it. Queen and bishop are in a line. Also defends his pawn that he was threatening. Block the check and defend the knight. And queen defends this knight. Still threatening a fork. Eventually he'll have to take here, I think. Or maybe I just take his bishop. Okay, so he took first. Let's see, he's got a check here and a check here. I don't know. Let's take his bishop and then take his knight. Yeah, because after the queen takes, then I've got a fork. I'm hitting the queen and I'm hitting this pawn. Ah, he defended it. He saw that. Okay, okay. Let's see. So what do I want? Maybe just defend that so I can castle. Yeah, let's just make a little fianchetto here. He does have an extra pawn in the center, but he's behind in development, so we'll see. He's going for... is he going to take with the knight, maybe? If he takes the pawn, then he's got an isolated queen's pawn forever. And his... but if he takes with the knight, his bishop's blocked in at the moment. Let's castle. That's what I wanted to do. So let's go here. See if we can get something on the queen side here. Yeah, like that. That's like playing right into my plans. Well, looks like we got another one here. Well, he's defending, he's attacking my bishop. Well, I take the knight, he takes the bishop, I take the pawn, he takes back, hitting my queen. Okay. I was just thinking when it clears that, then this would also be open again. I could also take somewhere just to gain a pawn and then take his knight. If he moves his knight, then I'll just retreat. And it's a pawn around his king, so why not? It was valuable. So he wants to do that. I can attack this pawn. So there may be some kind of tactic here. Let's think about this. If I put a rook behind it and then I take here with check, if he takes back with the rook, then I take a rook. But he can still take back with the queen. I take with the queen and he takes with the king. So yeah, it looks like he can keep that defended. Let's go to the c file then. Rook to c7 might be good. So he wants to attack my bishop. Well, now I can place the rook here. A rook hitting the queen would defend the bishop. Or would it? Rook here. Rook takes bishop. Rook takes queen. Rook takes rook. Well, it'd be good, right? It's rook and bishop for queen is good. And the queen goes somewhere other than defending this pawn. Actually, after rook takes bishop, I had queen takes bishop. Yeah, and so it's just winning the exchange. The queen is still under fire. So anyway, yeah, he's attacking that, but I take here with check. And he has to move his king or move his rook, and then I can take the rook. So this is the tactic I was going for from the beginning. He can't take with the king. He has to take with the rook and leaves this rook undefended. Or he moves the king, and then I take this rook anyway to get this one. Is it in trouble? I don't know if it's even in trouble. But yeah, why not? Why not simplify things? Could even play a check here. Oh, but there's this check here. He can block. He can block. Let's see. So if I had done a check first and then played there, I don't know if that would have helped. Okay, what should I do? How do I attack the rook while it's pinned? Can check and the king steps up here, and then I can check and win the queen. Check here, king has to step up. The pin is still on. And then rook here, check. King has to move. Probably king takes bishop is the move. and then I get the queen. So yeah, if we go to the analysis board, king takes bishop, rook takes queen, rook takes rook, because the pin is not on, and that was a queen for rook and bishop. And then do I have something clever in this position? Something like this, yeah, to win the rook. Always open board, you always look for forks. So that would have been nice. But he resigned, reasonably so. Let's see if we can get somebody new.